Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the Indie Spotlight. Today, we have a special guest showing us his favorite way to play Death Must Die. We covered this early access game a few weeks ago, but to keep it fresh, I've asked THOR to jump on and play with you. THOR is a game designer from Hi-Res Studios and a huge friend of Antonline. To hear about them and our New Year's deals, stay after a while after the video. You're also welcome to come hang out with us on Twitch. We're usually live when this video drops. Now, without further ado, I'm going to hand this over to THOR.
Hey, thank you so much, Julie, for that. Hey, everybody, what's up? My name is THOR. I am a game designer for a studio called Hi-Res. I've worked on such titles such as Realm Royale and a little game called Paladins. But today we are talking about indie games. So I am a very big lover of games such as this, whether it's Brotato, Hades, whether it's Vampire Survivors, and of course games like The God of Weapons. So when Tiger Lily asked me to jump in for Death Must Die and really kind of show the audience and show the viewers what the game where I feel kind of like gets its legs underneath themselves, where in the mid to late game, I jumped at the opportunity. I really think this game is special. And for like $5.99, this is one of the bangers that came out of 2023 late that I don't think many people were expecting. So what I'm going to do for everyone here today is jump in with my favorite character, Maris, who is a sorcerer, and give a little backstory, show off the kind of gameplay loops that lets players kind of ease into mid to late game. They make it a little bit more, you feel that power, you feel that armor, the gears, stuff like that. And hopefully convince you that Death Must Die actually has some mid to late game legs and get people excited to what maybe they could jump into. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit about gameplay loops. So whether you're used to Hades or, again, Vampire Survivors, there's very much a theme of getting stronger. You take a meta currency, whether it's points, talents, money, what have you. When you're done with your runs, essentially, you try to make your character stronger. This game has two versions of that. The first one I'm going to focus on right now is the talent system. So every character, you and your merry band of outlaws and friends trying to kill death, each have talents here that by doing certain things, whether it's like killing bats or killing enemies with a single strike, you will unlock these different achievements and different sigils. These sigils are going to augment your character in very powerful ways. So for instance, Maris, who I'm going to be playing today, there's this stat called pull. And what that means is that when XP drops, you're able to actually pull that XP from a further distance away, letting you kind of stay still or not move as much, but again, kind of suck up that XP, making it a little bit easier. Maris has this really cool sigil / talent where it says you actually have infinite pull. And what that means is that you actually don't really have to move that much. And you always have your XP actually flying at you, coming into you. And so because the gods, as they do, give you different boons when they level up, very much in the same line as Hades, you can actually start tweaking your different play styles to kind of wrap yourself around these different achievements / talents / sigils. Very fun, very interesting. And each character rather has about 4 or 5 different sigils, and they actually very much changed the gameplay. And while some of them may be very simple, like 25% more crit after 8 minutes, they can also be game-changing, like Maris's, where it actually transforms the way you play your character. So each character definitely has different sigils and different achievements, and then past that, you get some party ones as well. And these take the form of trophies. So that is one gameplay loop. You jump in, you try to get your talents, and that kind of flushes out your characters, open up different play styles. For instance, again, Maris, I've been using her mostly as a summoner, and Maris really mid-game and late game. And again, I will be approaching this from a mid to late game build style. I've really fallen in love with the different ways you can kind of augment your summoning powers. So having said that, let's talk about the second gameplay loop. The second gameplay loop, which again goes back to my old school days of whether it's Champions of Norath, whether it's Diablo, and that is the loot, baby. The hot loot, the purples, the epics, the legendaries. Oh my gosh, the mythics. So let's check this out. This game actually has a very flushed out inventory system. And as you can tell here, again, I have about 45 hours put into this game. So again, you're gonna see a lot of mythic items on my character. But let's take a couple items here and really break down what they mean. So first and foremost, let's talk about our relic. So your relic is a item that can very much change the way your character can play. As you can tell here, I have 32% summon damage, reroll dice, and banish dice. And now these are going to be important because while you are given certain benefits and boons from the gods as you level up, you could really say, no, I don't want this benefit from this god. Let me change to a different god. Mort is very much all about damage over time, about summons, and very much aligns with Maris. Mort is the goddess of death. So if I happen to get the fire damage god or the summer or the ice god, I'm like, no, I don't really want to go that direction. I actually kind of want to go towards the summoning. That kind of aligns with that. And the way you do that is going to be the reroll dice, the banish dice, and the alteration dice. And you'll see that more as I play forward. But as you can tell, I actually get an Onyx Dragon that fights alongside of myself. And again, that summon damage is going to augment that, make it very, very powerful. So this is an example of what I would say is a late tier character. I have a lot of things that are going to benefit my summoning, and that goes over to my amulet. Again, a skeletal army fights alongside of you. And again, this is one of those things that I really think this game stands apart. I myself, and I know many other people kind of stand in agreement where we love loot, we love gear, we love that feeling of that shiny weapon dropping or that shiny item, and you're like, oh, and it feels so amazing. These developers nailed it with that feeling. So whether it's named items that has a little bit of flavor text underneath it, very much like the Necromancer's Amulet, or kind of generic items that say of the magic, of the summoning, of the revision, of the vigor, those are going to give you certain things that are very much iconic for action RPGs that you've been well attuned to. So with that being said, another range, summoning damage, boom, more summoning, alteration dice. Again, that's going to let you choose what you want to play with. This, however, Sandals, where we talked briefly about the talent system, how it is going to augment, sometimes there's negatives to those talents, and that being where it'll actually take away my dash. Even though I have infinite pool on my character, it takes away one of my default dashes, saying I only have one dash. But again, I found a piece of gear that actually grants me a dash. It does grant it the cooldown. However, the movement speed plus the dash more than makes up for that. So this is only one example of a build that you can go. And by the way, Draconite, 83% summon damage. Whoo, baby, we're absolutely rocking it. Having said that, check this out. Twin Ice Rod of Power. If you were going to go more attack damage mages, which you totally can, this actually grants me another attack projectile, which is very, very, very strong. So again, kind of circling back to the point of showing you this, each character can have different ways to augment their play styles. And this is something that I attune to. This is something that I love. This is something that I align to. I love video games that give you items like this. I think, speaking from a developer sense, I yearn to replicate that feeling. If you're familiar with World of Warcraft, there's a bow called Venom Strike. And I remember picking that bow up for the first time and thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this has such a low drop chance. And you remember that feeling. And there are so many games that throughout maybe your history playing games that you'll remember that item, that weapon, that feeling, that sense of like, oh my gosh, it's almost like a friend that you forgot about, but you found once again. So this game does that, and I really, really enjoy it. And this game has just came out. It's coming out of early access. It has actually one level, but that level, as I'll show, is about 20 minutes long, and which is perfect for a video. So without further ado, let's jump in. I'm gonna be showing you Maris. I'm going to try to do this on a one shot. If I don't succeed, I'm sorry. I am playing on the highest difficulty. I can show that right now. Big ol' Max, baby, let's go. Let's have some fun. All right. Yeah, Lady Luck, please smile upon me today. I need a little bit of love. So we're gonna be starting off here right in the center, smack dab in the center. As you can tell, I have my Obsidian Dragon coming out in full force, of course, with my skeletons that I afford through my necklace. Again, that gameplay loop rearing its head here. But again, this is, I don't want to say a lazy build, but as you can tell, I start auto attacking. Those XP just actually comes in and throws that at me. So unfortunately, I'm not grabbing the one that I want here. So let's go ahead and hit an alteration. And here we have a Frostbone. Not really what I wanted right off the bat, but hey, we'll take some experts here. And let's see if Frost isn't bad. Frost isn't bad. I don't want to focus on Frost. That would actually be not good. What we're trying to focus on actually is time and death. And hopefully with that combination will be one that I can bring to victory. But hold on to your cheeks. Let's make it happen, baby. Past just kind of running around, I'm actually looking for these different altars. These different altars are going to augment my character with strength. And here, we can actually do this. You gain attack damage for each character immobilized. And with that Frost coming out, I will be able to stack a little bit of damage there as well. So past that though, I am looking for these different altars, this one being 4.8 attack percent damage. As you play this game and put more and more hours beneath your belt, you'll kind of witness those different altars and be like, okay, I know this one does this one does that, and it's pretty good just kind of getting a rhythm of like picking up the ones you want versus the ones you don't. Here we go. Again, looking for that mort. Hopefully. This is not good. Please. Double frost is not the worst thing, but again, we are just desperately looking for that mort / time. Here we go. Grab that. We can see how even early game, my Obsidian Dragon just absolutely just does so much damage on top of my skeletons just absolutely destroying the first mini boss, showing themselves. Little bones. Okay, little fates. I will take that. This is a little bit of an interesting one. So Fate has a plethora of choices here that actually can do things such as improve your auto attack, your attack damage, or can do things like increase your defenses. But we're looking for a little bit of love we're looking for either projectiles. That's not bad. Having crit is also really, really good. However, I think I'm going to go with Fortune here because Fortune has not smiled up on me lately. I'm going to give up some immediate power and some late game power to hopefully hone in on that build that I'm desperately wanting. So those alterations going to let you, those alteration dice, and let's say, you know, if the game is forcing me to go Frost here, I say, you know what, I actually kind of want to go, you know, Mort. I want to go Time. And so that is something I'm desperately need to do in order to turn this build from a okay build to an absolutely amazing build. Early game, you're gonna be pretty okay. Again, you can see how my just summons absolutely making short work of this one. There it is. Now this is what we wanted. Now we don't want to get too greedy here, but I am going to hit my reroll until I get a. So again, something to kind of understand here is that when you early game and before you picked up the leftmost talent, the leftmost talent early game will always be something that augments your auto attack, your attack damage. So you can see here, your attack becomes stronger. Enemies shoot out experience shards behind them. Very good. So I'm gonna re-roll this once or twice. See, that's what we want. So what we're looking for here is a Warp Strike and Gem High. These are both that are absolutely fantastic for this build. So we're gonna grab a Warp Strike here. This is gonna turn my attack into a chain, about a chain lightning, similar to a chain lightning. It's going to bounce and hit different enemies. But as you can tell, now I'm getting blue XP shards. And because, again, I have full across the map. Okay, we got a little lightning here. This is not bad either. The lightning is going to play very strongly into my auto attack build. So I'm actually looking for chain lightning here. So we're going to go chain lightning as well. Not bad. And especially with the gem high that I'm fishing for here is hopefully going to turn this build on. Now I don't have Mort yet, which is a little disconcerting. I do want to have Mort because again, that she's going to be able to buff up my summons, and while also letting me summon even more skeletons onto the field. But we'll hold out. This is just we're only 3 minutes into the run, baby. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay here. Especially now that we have time kind of locked in here. I think we're going to be just fine. All right. Going to make our way around the map here. Let's go ahead. Ooh, Leprechaun. Don't mind if I do. Here we go. Gain 2 Rhino, 2 Epic and Mythic items. Hey, buddy. I move. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And just like that, everybody. Okay. I'm liking it. Okay. Not bad. All right. Lightning orbs also very strong. So I'm going to pick up lightning orbs. This is going to let my orbs spawn across the map. Just going to do AoE damage. Just by experience, I know that over time, this actually stacks up quite a bit. Not a lot. You can see 24 8s popping up, which is not a lot of damage by any stretch of the imagination. But they're always popping. They're always popping, and they're always doing a little bit of that chip damage that is going to kind of make the difference over time. So still, again, we're looking for Mort. We're looking for time, and I think we're gonna be well on our way though. Okay. Here we go. I do kind of want to buff up chain lightning some more, but we're gonna go with lightning orbs right now and just kind of buff those up. Again, they actually scale very well. Very well. You can see my auto attack only doing about 300, or 30 rather, 40, 48s. and those are going to be doing a little bit less, but hey. 16 coming out, but you'll see the damage actually starting to pop off quite a bit from those orbs as I kind of scale a little bit harder. But good news is, again, we have time. Time is going to be so good now that we've locked that one in, and hopefully. Now this is very much an offensive focused build, so I have to be a little bit careful, all things considered. But again, my summons are going to be the front line experience. So let's go ahead and alternate this. I am going to alternate this one here. Frost Ring. I'll take Icebound. I'll take Icebound because Icebound is going to play into that build very much so when everything is frozen. So it's not the worst thing to take, but I do want to hopefully find more out there. Looks like absolutely no problem taking part of this first gauntlet. The second gauntlet, though, much harder. Second gauntlet, exponentially harder. Not as easy as this one. Here we go. Warp Strike. You love to see them. Okay, we got Gem High here. This is what we need. This is what we need for this build to start coming online. I am going to re-roll it. No, I don't. No, I'm not gonna get greedy here. I'm gonna take my Gem High here, and you'll see my character with this little debuff coming in. You'll see my character just start absolutely moving faster, attacking faster. And exactly what we need when it comes to this kind of stuff, whether it's defense of moving or versus just absolutely just shooting out attacks after attacks. Very, very awesome. Again, because I have that pool here, I'm always going to have a constant flux of that XP just coming in. And with that, again, you're just kind of, the more attacks you do, the more ice that flies out, the more ice that flies out, the more damage it does. And as people can tell, it's going to get spicy. It's going to get a little spicy. It's going to get a little spicy. All right. You kind of want to hop in on that chain lightning a little bit more as well. But you can see how I'm starting to zoom across the map here a bit. Again, getting that Gem High to turn on along with the pool is just absolutely pivotal for this kind of boss. I remember when Tiger Lily actually got to see some of the footage of what I've been able to do with the build, and she was like, this is silly. Okay, we got Warp Strike coming in line. So again, we're really going to focus on Warp Strike here. Don't know if I want to do a re-roll here and see if I can't get something else. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. No, we're gonna just go Warp Strike, unfortunately. So the other ones are not. I'm not super big fans of them. Again, I'm looking for Warp Strike and I'm looking for that Gem High. So hopefully it upgrades. Not bad, not bad. But all things considered, almost 6 minutes into the game, I am actually I'm okay with the build. I'm okay so far with the build. Now, bosses are going to be a little bit tough because they're, depending on the boss, there's not going to be a lot of minions floating in. So it's going to be a little bit tough. However, that's going to change the game right here. This is called the Necronomicon. So this is going to, depending on what choice I choose, I can actually get spell damage or I get spell duration. Here, though, I want to get that 40% summon damage because that is going to be, spicy. Absolutely spicy here for my different summons. Here we go. By the end of it, I want my dragon to be hitting for about 1,000, maybe 1,500. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and pick up Frost Ring again. There's more experience coming in. Nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and focus on some of these. Some of these right here. Ooh, voodoo. Okay, let's go ahead and drop something if we can. Let's go ahead and drop something. Let me do this. I can't actually. So give me 1 second. I'm going to, because I use a custom mouse, I need to change my profile back, everyone. So just give me 1 second. Quick intermission here. Quick intermission. We're going to profile 2 here. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we are back to being able to do what we need to do. Okay, go into here. Let's go ahead and drop this. Mirror Animal School of Specialization. Ooh, that projectile though. Projectiles. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. We're gonna drop the Helm of Vigor and pick up Voodoo. I'm actually interested in what Voodoo does. We will check that out at the end of the run. Okay, so I do kind of want to alternate this, but I'm actually just gonna pick up that crit damage. Not bad with it. How many projectiles we actually throw out, that crit is actually gonna pay dividends late game. So pretty excited about that. Let's go ahead and grab that. We're going to grab that. And we are on our way, friends. We're on our way to a good, solid build. Solid build. Got Baron going to be popping off here. There's the Baron. I knew that was going to be coming soon. So I do want to save I always, there we go. There's the Frozen coming out. I want to save a dash for always want to save a dash for the for those long range their dashes rather. I want to counter their dashes with my dash because they are very strong and they will two-shot me. But here we go. Warp Stripe coming out, not bad. I do want to grab something else here, but unfortunately I'm gonna double down on Warp Strike here. And nothing really that I want. I'm going to banish this one. I need to start banishing it a little bit earlier on, if I'm being honest with you. But I will grab Frost Zone here. Not the worst thing. Blues, I'm not really interested in because again, this is I know somebody out there may be gnashing their teeth. Why didn't you pick up the Zweihander? I'm looking for purples and mythic quality items. But I have a sneaking suspicion, and I could be wrong, that there's actually legendary items floating out there as well. I don't know if legendary would be after mythic, but it would be interesting if there's, because I know there's mythic named items. There's actually unique mythic named items. And I don't know if that's the end of the food chain, the proverbial food chain as it was. Let's go ahead. So unfortunately, we have not seen Mort pop her head up lately, and I'm hoping I didn't. I'm hoping maybe I can find a Mort. That would be really nice to kind of pop that up. So it looks like we got another lightning bolt here. Let's go ahead and banish this one. Banish this one, and let's banish this one as well. I do not want those on the lightning field, my friends. There we go. Now we need to start. Got to be on the lookout again. Auto attack are just popping off, which is nice. And again, the more I auto attack, the more I actually have my frost pop off, right? So it's just kind of a circle effect where it plays into each other, which is very, very, very fun. There we go. Bones is back. Go ahead and take him out. And again, one of the things I noticed with this build particularly is like you always want to kind of be moving. Always want to kind of have that XP flowing into you to have that kind of nice little symbiotic relationship between. Ooh, okay. A little brevity, not the worst thing here. Unfortunately though, again, it's gonna pop off lightning orbs. Because again, over time, and the game does a great job of like saying, okay, what did the most amount of damage after your runs? And lightning orbs are always there. Always making itself known. You'll see some good passive damage over time. And the way I like to think about it is just like, because I don't have to think about it, it's just almost like life decay in the sense where it's there. Most enemies run into a version of it, and anything that comes to me is already going to be very much in a weakened state, which is nice. So we got 2 out of 3. Oh, hello. We got 2 out of the 3 major components of this build. Mort again I've not seen Mort, but hopefully this is not bad. We're icebound over to expert. This is very, very good actually. Very, very good. 90% more damage on frozen enemies is nothing to sneeze at, especially with how much ice I'm going to be throwing out. There we go. Just like there was a boss there, you barely got to see the boss actually show up. Wisdom says you gain more experience. That's gonna be a master. I'll take that. Ooh, this is actually good. But I'll take a little wisdom coming at. A little more XP coming down the pipeline. Better than a poke in the eye, as my daddy likes to say. Here we go. Lightning orbs again. Orb count to 6. I'll take it. Not the biggest fan of that, but hey, I'll take it. Again, kind of want to look for gem high though. Gem high, getting that little bit better is going to be something on my to-do list. 10 minutes in, halfway through. Hope everybody's been enjoying yourself. Remember, this video is brought to you by Atlantic Networking Technology, or also known as ANT. Lily always does a great job of highlighting great indie games on this indie spotlight segment, and I'm a big fan of that because even though I work at Hi-Res Studios, our team feels in a lot of ways like an indie, and I have a lot of love and a lot of respect for small teams pumping out games like this because, quite frankly, I stand at awe of some of the work that the developers have done. Oftentimes you'll hear, like, in my specialty, like, oh, maybe you're a designer, are you a level designer, a combat designer? And oftentimes, I'm not even afraid to admit this, people who are in indie, they do so much. They don't have the luxury of specializing. They can't say, oh, I'm a sound designer. No, they have to do everything because of the small team that they're on. And I just tip my hat in the best way possible and get to stand in awe of some of the creations that people do. And I love it. It inspires me to reach higher, and got a lot of love for the indie friends out there. So, having said that, let's go ahead and grab a grab this as well. It's going to increase my attack damage. Not the best, but hey, it is what it is. Every little bit counts. Ooh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. So we want to do a little bit of the flim flam here, run around killing those spawners. These spawners are going to be real tough. Now, because I've actually made the game on the hardest difficulty, the ranged mobs are very, very, very tough. They actually shoot out 3 projectiles instead of 1, and they have a chance to actually ruin a run, especially when they have augments on their bows. Send in my regards. Let's go ahead and pick up more blight. Let's do that. Game is trying to force me into a time slash lightning slash ice build, which isn't the worst, as you can tell. I'm making it work. I'm definitely making it work, friends. Go, found you again. Again, I'm just trying to find enough of these people. I'll slow them down, ice them, and then hopefully my skeletons kind of catch up and just absolutely start digging in. But that 22% more experience, making itself known. Woo! Love to see it. Okay, chain lightning. Let's start leveling up our chain lightning here. This isn't bad brevity, but I kind of want to jump into the chain lightnings here. It's actually something that's not, it doesn't really show on the damage meters a lot of that chain lightning, but, ooh, here we go. Here we go. All right. This is the other gauntlet that I was referring to, but I think we're going to be okay, friend. I think we're going to be okay. With the amount of XP coming in, with the amount of frost coming out as well, I think we're going to be sitting pretty, as my daddy likes to say. Okay. Now, there's a couple things on the screen going on right now. I don't know if anybody can see it, but there's 1 or 2 things going on. Hopefully people can make sense of the chaos which is happening. So, because I'm attacking so fast, every 7 attacks, the ice ring comes out. Because I'm attacking very, very fast, that's going to let me just be a little bit more tanky and be able to lay down the CC. And every time I CC, I get more damage. So, hey, you love to see it. And then, of course, my summons are just putting in the work. Putting in a hard day's work. Right. Well, you can see some of the 1,000 damages coming out. Which, again, that actually, because it's all damage when people are frozen. So, when that Obsidian Dragon breathes its fire, oh, you love to see it. Okay, dive. Not the worst thing ever. I actually don't have anything that will augment my... This actually doesn't augment my spacebar, my dash. I need to get one of those. However, I think it's not quite ready for that. The elusive shard of vigor, that tells me that it's going to be something that gives me dodge and health. Something that I don't find too much of a premium on my favorite character, Morgana. Now, I could use it on some of my other characters. However, my other characters, as maybe I'll be able to show off at the end of the game, are pretty geared as well. And I'm pretty happy with their amount of gear that they have. However, what I'm not happy for are these wraiths coming in and trying to kill me. So I'm going to need you not to do that. Oh, there's another one here. Okay. Now, I will say this, my character in and of itself is very, very, very squishy. Very squishy. And, I'm a little worried about that. Chain lightning. Let's go ahead and do the next chain lightning again. And okay, I'm gonna need not to face check these different. I'm gonna need to not face check these different assassins. So one thing this build struggles with, however, is going to be the one-on-ones. It's going to be the one-on-ones. It's going to be the bosses, the necromancer, the final boss of death. And so I'm a little worried about that with the lack of CC. I can kind of throw my minions at them, but it's a little spicy. It gets a little spicy that late game. So we'll see. We'll see if I have enough in the tank to be able to win this round. And if not, I'm gonna bring it the distance. Speaking of bringing it the distance, here we go. Necromancer's over there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Necromancer is having... Okay. So I'm going to hang out on this side. I do have a little bit of attack. I have a little bit of defense in the sense of... you can see my health kind of going up one at a time. I do have a little attack on hit. Now, what I need to do here... Hopefully get the Necromancer in a frozen state. I'm going to pick up his health here. Minions are on him. I do kind of want to. I can... Okay, so I kind of want to get in, get a freeze off on him. There we go. He's actually in there right now. There it is. I want to try to... I got a froze off on it. That's a lot of damage coming out. And then, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. Okay. Now, I do want to hopefully pick this up. I'm going to freeze just for a second, everyone. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, everybody. Okay. Critical chance, more experience game. That's not bad. I am going to drop that. This isn't bad as well, but I actually have a better one. The 10% heal is regenerate. This is really good, dude. This is really good. Oh, the leprechaun boots there. Oh, the leprechaun boots. 48% luck. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay. Go ahead in here and get that. And a lucky ring of learning. And I think we'll be on our way. I think we're gonna be on our way. So that's done. As I was talking about the failures of this build being in boss encounters, you can see how that got a little bit crazy. But managed to come out on top. But it's these long draw. Ooh, here we go. This is not a bad altar. We'll take this one. Recharge a dash. This is honestly what we're gonna be looking for here. The 8% critical strike chance, very good. However, because I'm always auto attacking, getting more dashes is always gonna be a nice little panic button. Okay, we'll get some more Wintertide here. This is gonna hopefully, yeah, our frost is just gonna be absolutely huge. So there we go. Not bad. Here we go. So this is what we needed. We need some more alterations. I need to have more, and I need to have time kind of to the forefront here. And so this is exactly what we needed. We found that alteration site, and that's very, very, very good. So sorry, Winter Goddess, I'm done with you. Let's find ourselves some chain lightning's not bad. That's actually a big jump. Let's go ahead. Critical strike. I think I will try this. Okay. Good. This is what we wanted. Let's go ahead and reroll. Please tell me I get gem high. Okay. Not what I wanted at all. So I'm going to ban this one. I'm going to ban this one. Unfortunately, I'm going to go with warp strike here. So not exactly what I wanted, but hey, it is what it is. We do have ourselves, did find ourselves a Stone of Power, which is great. That'll be great for the next boss. And we only have 16 minutes left, so that's actually pretty dang good. Right. Sound design, absolutely on point, by the way. Absolutely great use of the sound design in this game. And again, for a small indie studio, pumping this out, I think it was like, from what I saw, I don't want to say, I saw about, again, here we go. This is actually really, really good. I'm not taking that one, but I will take more experience. There we go. Ooh, that was close. I want to say about maybe 12 people. I've seen the credits a couple times, and I'm embarrassed to say that I don't exactly remember how many. Oh, Becky. Oh, Becky has a lot of damage coming out. Okay. We got some friends coming in to say hi. See, those projectiles there are like they're chasing us. Okay, here we go. We are going to. You're going to do that. I got to be very careful of these projectiles. Very, very, very. I got to get in. There we go. Those projectiles are absolutely silly. There we go. There's one. I'm trying to find the projectile, people. Not bad. It is time to take my. Where are these projectiles coming from? Time to take my dive. Okay. All right, here we go. Looks like we got ourselves another Rodeo. I am going to pop my power here. And because this one gets these get a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. These are going to get a little bit annoying. So we're going to pop up. We're looking for the boss of this sector. And we'll put a little bit of that. Okay. Not bad. And it's time to get... We'll go for another blight here. So there's going to be a golden shield person. And that is going to be our proverbial boss of this gauntlet. I may have killed him already. Helpfully. So, not too bad here. We're doing okay. Oh, that was a little spooky. So, not exactly in the space I want to be here, but hey, it is what it is. Brevity's not bad. Spell speeds. That's not bad, but I'm going to keep going chain lightning here. Keep going to go chain lightning. I need that single target damage. On top of my AOA. The AOA damage. Not bad. My skeleton's absolutely making ourselves down here. All right, we are out of the gauntlet. Oh, we are back into the gauntlet. Here we go. Okay, go ahead. Now so I gotta be very, 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 very careful here. Now these AoE, you can see them kind of come in. These are gonna freeze me if I get hit, and that is not something I want this late in the game. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is, yeah. Okay. This is actually not paying as much dividends as I want. I'm gonna grab one more though. So I need to find all of the AoE. There we go. There we go. There it is. There's the other AoE. I need to find all of the ranged people because that will turn a run into a good time into a very, very bad time. So having said that, I also want to start trying to see if I can't find get some distance here. Start trying to find a well or some way to get back a little bit of my health. That is the thing I don't want to see. Okay. Oh. Grab that. Go fast. There it is. It's like. Looks. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, we are into our end game. We are into the end game, everybody. We are into the end game. There it is. We are looking for the. There it is. That is our. Mr. Bones comes back to haunt us here. Mr. Bones is dead, but multiple bones come out. And just like that, we are back into the saddle. We're gonna try to get damage onto Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones has friends this time. A great little tongue-in-cheek when it comes to this game. Absolutely. I love how we finally get gem high, by the way. It's just 20 minutes left in this run. Ooh, Mr. Bones is back. There it is. Big damage coming out. Again, that frost just absolutely terrorizing it. Okay. What are we at? Okay, there's the well we wanted. That's a little bit of rejuvenation. And we are in to death, everybody. Now, not the strongest build that I've ever ran into death with, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, there's the damage. Okay, we do not have a lot of damage for this. Oh, lordy. Okay, there's the evade. Still doing damage. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone. I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody. That was my shot. That was my damage. All right. Hey, we tried, everybody. We tried. Maybe Lily will have me back on to hopefully get that sweet build that we've been looking for. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Death Must Die from mid to late tier gameplay. As you can tell, Lightning Orbs coming in with I told you Lightning Orbs would be up there, for sure. Not the best build that I've ever run, I'm going to be honest with you. Hopefully, maybe I can slice in some gameplay of some of the crazy shenanigans I've been able to do. I was missing Mort, and that was the last component of my build that really kind of turns this from a good build into an amazing build. So, having said that, I hope everybody enjoyed this look into what Death Must Die looks like from a mid to late game time into it. And this game is very special. I highly encourage everybody to pick it up. Antonline has been doing a great job of featuring some amazing indie developers. And again, having been in the industry and who is still in the industry, I've got a lot of love and respect for game programmers, designers, sound people, anybody that sits there and puts their heart and soul into something and makes something very special like this. So, having said that, that's going to wrap up this quick indie look into Death Must Die. Make sure you go on over to Steam or put it on your wish list if it's something that intrigues you. And until next time, I'm going to give it back over to Tiger Lily. So Tiger Lily, take it away, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me hang out with you guys.
Great attempt, Thor, on Death Must Die. Honestly, you made it way farther than I did. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I couldn't make this happen without Antonline. If you like games and the newest, hottest tech, then you're in the right place. Lastly, check out our New Year's deals we have going on Antonline.com right now. We're also probably live on Twitch. Come on over and say hey.